You know, finals football is obviously a special time for all footballers, and to be in the grand final, you work hard all year to get there, and you know, it's a special day.
Just stretching, couldn't get on the end of it. Sydney having a much better period. David Carney's becoming more prominent.
And York now starting to gain better areas for Sydney FC. Dwight York takes Clark one way then the other. Squares it up the shots. Sydney draw first blood in the grand final. Stevie Corica.
Dwight York got into around the 18-yard box, and the defenders just kept dropping back, and he had time just to lay the ball back to myself on the 18-yard box. And I just remember hitting it. I hit it well, and went, I think, through the legs of Alex Wilkinson. And I think from that moment there, I knew it was going into the back of the net. It's probably one of my best moments in, obviously, with Sydney and throughout my career. But to score the winning goal, it's very special. First year in the A-League, first ever grand final in the A-League. Yeah, it's a special time.
Yeah, it was really good. In Etihad Stadium, in front of a full crowd and friends and family, to win like we did, and for myself personally to score 5 goals. It was, again, very spectacular, and something that I'll never forget.
Approaching the 20-minute mark. Still to be broken. Maybe this is the chance. Fred through. Archie Thompson! Goal!
It was Brebsy got the ball and lobbed this long one over, and Fred pulled it down on his laces with his right foot, took it on, put a touch in, slipped me in, I chipped it over the goalkeeper, and just slide over. That's what I can remember of it.
Fred on the outside. Fred in. Archie Thompson! Sensational goal! Lovely ball from Muscat. Thompson again. Archie Thompson! 3-0!
I actually told the press that I think in a press conference, that I was going to score 3 goals. And like I said back then, I got it wrong.
4-3. Thompson onside. This could be a fourth for Archie Thompson! Fred, some dance towards the near post. Thompson! Well, the ball is just glued to his boots. Glued, it seems, to the back of the net. It's 5 for Archie Thompson.
I've had some other pretty memorable moments. I think even winning the grand final, the 1-0 was pretty special too. But that is definitely one of the highlights of my career.
The first league meeting between these two attracted just 5,000 fans. Today, that's closer to 40,000 to see which can create history and claim the top honour for the first time.
My memories of the grand final leading up to it was probably just the buzz around the city. Even the neutrals got on board, and going down the F3, you know, there was fans lined up for about a couple of kilometres, and you know, it really gave us motivation to get that extra mile. Yeah, it was a little bit of cat and mouse, to be honest. You know, they had their clear-cut chances and we had our clear-cut chances. Mark Bridge, you know, it was a mistake by one of the experienced players of the Mariners in Tony Vidmar, and yeah, we capitalised, and the rest is history. And we won with some of my good friends that I still have in football now. So yeah, it was a great achievement. It was definitely a day I'd never forget, that's for sure.
You're right, it's one of those finals you'll never forget, and it made the Roar what we are today. It's part of our history, and we can always relive that.
Bernie Abini's given the Mariners a new lease of life. Here's the corner, back into the danger zone. There's Abini, it's in the back of the net from Adam Kwasnik.
And to go down with 2 goals, everyone starts panicking, and we all were worried, and so we knew we worked all season and we were unbeaten for a certain amount of games, and to waste it, and those thoughts started to come to people's heads.
It's going to take an almighty comeback from the Brisbane Roar to haul them back in.
And you can't see it happening, to be frank. The Mariners won't let it go from here.
Just before that, I was just thinking we just need one just to really put a bit of pressure on them, because they were comfortable. They weren't keeping the ball, but if we get that one, then we're a big chance to place that bit more pressure on them. The scene was set with the corner.
And it goes. Ball! 2-2! Unbelievable! Eric Bartolou, and they pulled it out of the fire right at the death, Brisbane!
Well, Brisbane Roar are going to get out of this at 2-0 down with 15 to play. In extra time in the championship game, this was going to be a special occasion.
everyone knew that we could score goals in quick succession, and we've done it all season and really put teams under pressure. So for that to happen, and I just told them that was, as it should happen. So not to forget what you've done throughout the season, and they didn't. It's crazy. It's 16 yards or whatever it is out from the goal, and everyone's the same. Really, it's a set piece, and but it just felt like we were going to win it. We took our chances, and Theo was great.
It's saved by Michael Theokhlitos. The first big breakthrough in the shootouts goes the way of the Brisbane Roar. Matt Mackay has the chance to give Brisbane the advantage, and he does, the captain.
It was easier for me going up third after someone had central goes as Theo just saved one.
Petrovic, he saved again, Michael Theokhlitos.
I think it was the main thing was everyone was cheering, and then just as he was about to kick, the whole place went dead silent, absolutely dead silent.
It's all on this. Enrique scores!
And then obviously it was a good penalty. He took his time, he delayed, but he hit the corner, and that's that sound, and all the people that stayed, I guess, and believed in us throughout the whole season, and it was epic.
I knew Mariners have been there in the 3 previous times before and never won the grand final, so it's also a burden for some of the players who played the other 3 games, for the fans who lived all those moments and relive them again and don't want to be on the other side of the medal again. And yeah, when you just think about it, you think like, oh, I wish I was there again that day from the start in the morning that we woke up and then lived the grand final again.
Time approaching, Glinch's ball in. And heading into the back of the net by Patrick Svansbeck, the veteran, gives the Mariners the lead in the grand final.
I always look before a corner, I look at the scoreboard, what the time is and what the time says, and I remember it was 44:26 or something. It was in the 44th minute, and then you start thinking, oh, it could be a good moment to score. And then the corner came, I just got my 2 meters off him, and he came close, and as soon as I jumped in the air and the ball came just over Beecham's head, I just saw it and I hit it, and it felt perfect.
A bit of course missing the shootout in the grand final against the Roar 2 years ago, but this is a big kick in the grand final.
It's not something that's going to happen every year, and we hope so, but it's not a given. So in that kind of way, we took everything in, and I celebrated like it was my first prize ever, and it was beautiful. It was a great day and lots of great memories.